So Hearts make just the one change from the side that lined up at Celtic Park. Paul Hartley returns after suspension. Lithuanian Marius Kisus drops onto the bench.
It's a settled looking Hearts side. Presley and Webster will have to be at their very best yet again. Celtic rarely go 2 games without scoring, so Neil McFarlane could be helping out his defence as much as he possibly can with the deepest line midfielder. But Paul Hartley's return going forward is going to help Hearts' confidence.
For Celtic, David Marshall keeps his place in goal despite Rab Douglas being fit. Chris Sutton, Jos Valhaeren back into the team. Aidan McGeady and Stefan Hanshaw onto the bench.
Celtic could play with either 3 at the back with Valhaeren at left centre-back, or go to a 4 with Valhaeren at left full-back and Jackie McNamara at right full-back. But it's an enormously powerful looking side. With the return of Chris Sutton, the most important change, and a fully fit Chris Sutton is the most important player in Martin O'Neill's side.
There'll now be a period of silence here at Hampden Park in memory of the late Pope John Paul II.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a mark of respect for the passing of Pope John Paul II, we ask you now to observe a minute's silence.
Some ill-natured and ill-mannered booing from a small section of Hearts supporters prior to this match getting underway. Our referee this afternoon is Stuart Dougal, the Scottish Cup final referee of last season, recently in charge of the World Cup qualifier between Switzerland and Cyprus. You have to go back to September 1996 to when Celtic last failed to beat Hearts in the next meeting of the sides following a Hearts win. Then the SPL match was drawn following Hearts' 1-0 League Cup win. But we're underway in the second semi-final, and Dundee United watch with pleasure and wait. Early free kick. Lee Miller dumped down. Easy one for Bobo Baldy. Craig Gordon away, won by Lennon in the midfield. McFarlane for Hearts, long ball forward. David Marshall calls. Awful run, Jackie McNamara. A good sliding challenge from Jimmy McAllister.
Less frenetic start really than yesterday's Cup semi-final, much more controlled by both teams. They actually look quite confident out there, but Celtic certainly have started with that defensive back 4.
Little flick across, Sutton drives it in, and Celtic down the corner.
It's Chris Sutton getting forward there, and as I say, he is an important player for Celtic. He gets forward from those midfield positions, very difficult to pick up. Great link-up play with the big man.
Paul Hartley goes across, spotting the danger of the short corner, but Alan Thompson, his delivery normally excellent, whips in. Sutton with a flick, Hart struggling to clear, and Craig Gordon eventually flops down, and it was partly taken away from him.
It's slightly surprised that it was a lower ball played in from the corner there for Celtic, because their height advantage is quite incredible in that penalty box.
Short to change the angle, ball comes in, Sutton! Celtic open the scoring in 2 minutes, and Chris Sutton on his return to the top team scores.
He certainly is the most important player in Celtic's team, and he showed it there. And again, it's a set piece from Celtic. They're fantastic, incredibly difficult. Look what Bobo Baldy's done. He's taken Preston, I think it is, out of the play there completely and left the space, and that's wonderfully attacked by Chris Sutton, and not a lot that Craig Gordon, I think, can do there.
Well, he scored against Rangers in this competition, he scored against Dunfermline, and it's a semi-final goal against Hearts. And it's ominous for the men in maroon, because early doors Celtic have taken the lead through Chris Sutton. Webster away. Burchill races after it. Varga easily with a header. On to Valharan. Tried to flick it on, gifted away by Webster. There's Bellamy. Petros made a run into the box. Well, Hearts got themselves into problems, Pat.
But once again, it's a fantastic piece of vision there. It's very poor defending, you see, but look in the back there. Look at the run there by Petrov. He's going to get to that front post. He's going to make sure he's there first. The ball is just slightly behind him, but that's the danger of Celtic. They've got players coming from midfield as well as the two strikers who are capable of scoring.
Off by Lee Miller just puts Hearts back into trouble. Miller retrieves the situation. Can't get away from McNamara though. Hartley, good play. There's three Celtic players in his wake. On to Burchill. Hartley continues his run. Burchill. It's the cross in. Waiting for it. There's Joe Hamill. Hughes Valharan stood up and made the block.
And once again, we're saying that Paul Hartley's runs from deep. That's the only thing that seems to be troubling Celtic at all. And that was a great run there. But there was only two Hearts players got up front. The 7 Celtic defenders that were in their half.
Robbie Nielsen drops the ball off for Joe Hamill. Nowhere to go for Hamill.
See this break here, and it's Hartley made a fantastic break wide. You know, he's got a great engine, and when the ball comes back in, you look at all those green and white shirts there, but it still breaks to the Hearts man. It's a decent catch.
McNamara, Hartson. Bellamy's gone wide. Wallace with him. 17-year-old left fullback. Tried to close down. It was pulled back into the box. Hartson looking for it. Stan Varga was up to. It's a goal kick to Hearts.
Once again, Hartson, I think he was second favourite, and this ball was on its way in, but somehow he manages to use his power and his strength to get a little nod in it. Not enough power, but I think he was big second favourite before that. He maybe came off Presley there, but he certainly made it big. Made it difficult for the big Scotland centre half.
Martin O'Neill having a wee tumble on a Sunday afternoon. And a wee red face to go with it. Oh, Martin O'Neill, I mean, he's giddy over this 1-0. It's hard to keep his feet. He's so excited.
I think that'll be shown once or twice again. Well, there's no other reason to be embarrassed with his team today, because it has to be said they've put in a splendid performance so far, but the foot's certainly been taken off the gas, and I mean, that's the thing that Celtic have learned to do over the years: pace the game, pick up and build down at different times.
One additional minute to be played in this first half. Will be closing down Neil Lennon. Into Petrov. Petrov away from his man. Still in Petrov. Ball cuts back. Hartson! It would have counted if he'd scored. He was not offside. The flag stayed down, and John Hartson was this close.
Yeah, it's a great little piece of play by Stan Petrov here. Had to be strong. Done well. Still looking for a chance. He doesn't give up even when he's on the ground. And that would have been an assist from Neil Lennon.
Oh, the look on his face said it all. And referee Stuart Dougal brings the first half to a close. Well, the 2-0 defeat last weekend was the first time Celtic had failed to score against Hearts in 30 matches. They needed only 2 minutes to take the lead this afternoon. Chris Sutton on the score sheet for his third goal in the Scottish Cup campaign. And at half-time at Hampden, it's Hearts 0, Celtic 1. So Solius Mikulainis currently serving a suspension. He can take no part in this afternoon's action. He'll be hoping Hearts can turn things around at the start of the second half. A change at half-time. Davidas Chesnauskas is on. Robbie Nielsen withdrawn. He was injured in the first half. Interesting change, Pat, that Robbie Nielsen injured. Marius Kisus may have come on to play right back, but Hearts have decided to change things.
Yeah, it was slightly surprising, but Robbo knows that they're the players that can play in different positions, and maybe McAllister going over there to right back. And Cisnowski's a clever player, you know, he can play in front there and he can track back now and again, but he does give them something different going forward.
Butcher was battling there, and illegally so. Hartson, little flick down. Hartley presents it. And Craig Bellamy takes the chance. It was a mistake by Paul Hartley. And Craig Bellamy dispatched the ball past Craig Gordon. It's Hearts 0, Celtic 2.
I say Craig Bellamy deserves a goal with it. The effort he's made, the runs he's made into all the angles. He's never stopped the whole game. I mean, if it down to him, I think Hartley hasn't caught the balls come off him, but again, goalkeeper at the near post. Don't be happy with that one either, but it's a good hit on his left. Maybe took a slight deflection, which didn't help Craig Gordon at all. But you hit it into the ground, and that's when goalkeepers find it difficult when it bounces in front of them.
He scored in the last round against Clyde. He gets his second Scottish Cup goal, this time in the semi-final. And as they did early in the first half, Celtic score early in the second half, and they're in control by 2-0. Sutton goes it wide. Bellamy lays it on. More trouble here for Hearts. Thompson across. Craig Gordon pushed it onto the woodwork. McNamara. Hearts are struggling now. Sutton. Well, that was inviting, but there was no takers. And Celtic have a corner, and Celtic are hard to stop at the moment.
They're creating chances at will, but this is a fantastic piece of goalkeeping here. Watch this. Ball in under his crossbar. He has to get the tiniest touches, and he does. Touches it onto the crossbar, takes it right off the head of Hartson and Sutton.
So it's the Celtic fans making the noise here at Hampden Park. The Tennis Scottish Cup semi-final. Ball comes in. How on earth Celtic failed to convert that? Well, that could have been the match all over. Comes McFarlane. Loses out to Lennon. And Celtic again showing they're so good from the set piece. Rivaldi. Straight to Wallace, but he gives it back to Sutton. Thompson rides the challenge. Brilliantly done by Alan Thompson. Is there a finish? Onto the chest of Craig Gordon, who stood up to him. Wallace gave it away to Hartson, and then has to concede the corner. And it's a great opening to the second half from Celtic.
It certainly is. I mean, it's creating chances. I said it will just now. That's a fantastic run by Thompson. So much power. It's on his right foot. He does the right thing by going for a shot, because in the centre, Petrov had been taken out of the play, and he wasn't going to get to it.
Thompson with the long ball. Varga, a couple of goals in the last round, was up hovering around in his 9th Scottish Cup appearance, and headed it wide. Towling ball by McAllister. Marshall's come outside his box. Something about Hampden that makes goalkeepers come out the box more than anywhere else.
I think Marshall's done very well. He's not had much to do, but he's done it all very competently, very confident looking.
Baldy will head her away. McFarlane. Flicked in by McAllister. Cisnowskis tries the ball across. Sensational finish by Dividus Cisnowskis. And Hearts are back in the semi-final. What a strike. Hearts 1, Celtic 2.
Oh, what a smashing finish this is. There's huge amounts to do there. Can't blame the goalkeeper at all. That's just a brilliant finish and great vision.
Well, Cisnowskis scored against Kilmarnock in the Scottish Cup. And that's another sensational goal. David Marshall could do nothing. It's Hearts 1, Celtic 2. John Hartson pushed on the box. Play on, says the referee. Andy Webster was close by.
No, I think they both of them have gone for the ball there, and it's just strength really that's worked against John Hartson.
Charge being led by the captain. 38,500 inside Hampden Park. Cisnauskas. Farland picking up. Won well by Celtic. Hartson, ball played wide. Bellamy cuts it back across. Sutton, that was a much better chance. Perhaps he realised and scoops it away.
Hard one, it was bouncing, it came onto his left foot, but I think Chris Sutton's looking a little bit tired now as well, and you know, it was a tired man's finish there.
And the ball played forward. For Sutton again. Presley under pressure. Has to concede the corner kick. Celtic's 8th for the match.
And once again, it is the running power of this man here. He's put in so much work in this game, and I think he's putting in the work of two men really. And maybe he could do with a little bit more help at some point this afternoon. But it doesn't look as if he's running out of energy yet.
To be fair, he gets a salary of almost 2 men. Corner comes in, that's a nice little touch across. That was beautifully worked by Celtic. Craig Bellamy upset it himself. Well, that was neatly done.
If that's a training ground set piece, it's a classic, absolutely fantastic. If it's played back there by Chris Sutton. And
substitution for Celtic, it's player number 10 leaving the field, John Hartson. Oncoming player is number 46, Aidan McGeady.
So John Hartson has withdrawn. He won't add to his tally of 24 goals for the season. And Aidan McGeady comes on for his 4th appearance in the Scottish Cup. And started in the previous 4 matches and off the bench today. Gordon away. Miller looks for it. All he knew he wasn't getting there, so he dropped off. It was good play. And Supergo saw a free kick in that. So Hearts prepare the change. And it's Neil McFarlane who comes off.
Substitution for Hearts.
And Dennis Winus comes on. It's a
And
very
it's number 11, Neil McFarlane
offensive
leaving the
attacking
field.
move
Oncoming
from
player
John
number 7,
Robertson.
Dennis Winus.
yeah, well, I mean, he's not got long left now, and you might as well go for it. And you said before, you might as well get beat 3-4-1 as 2-1.
Cisnauskas comes forward, does well, stops, turns, Webster pushes it across, Burchill blocked by Jackie McNamara. Well, Andy Webster may have pulled the trigger himself, but in the end he tried to set it up.
And once again, it's getting Cisnauskas into that forward area. That's a lovely ball he's played in there, and you know, Burchill's done the right thing there. He's got it on target, he's got it low.
Hearts have got Stephen Presley forward. Kisus plays it in. That's a waste of a corner from a Hearts point of view. Presley stayed forward. McAllister throws it up. Varga. Lennon will lose out to Cisnauskas. Cisnauskas is tumbled by the Irishman. And Hearts getting more and more pressure on Celtic.
Exactly, and again it's Cisnauskas. He's down that right wing every time he gets the ball. You know, he looks dangerous. Celtic, they've sussed it now. They know that's a problem. Thompson's getting in there. McGeady's getting in there. All trying to help Valharan at the back.
McAllister plays the ball deep. Marshall comes for it. Gathers well. Well, he's owned his penalty box with the ball in the air today, David Marshall.
I think Martin will be absolutely delighted with him today. You know, it's often the case with goalkeepers for Celtic and for Rangers, I suppose, as well. They don't get a great deal to do, but when they're called on, they need to be ready for it. And he's looked great all the game so far.
Here's Paul Hartley. Just didn't get the break that he was looking for. McNamara picks up. Jackie McNamara, his 30th Scottish Cup tie for Celtic. That's a dangerous ball. It's been read by Petrov. Petrov coming through. He should slide that in. Important challenge, and Craig Gordon keeps Hearts in the cup tie with a touch to take it away from Craig Bellamy.
Comedy of errors there from the Hearts defence, but Craig Gordon, he's just got a fingertip to it. He's made a couple of unorthodox saves today, which have been as good as any saves we've seen over the last few months in the Scottish game. Wonderful little touch there.
Hearts looking for the free kick and get it. But Craig Gordon, well, it was important for Hearts here.
Terrible ball. I mean, that's basic number one in the book of mistakes. Don't pass it across your central defence unless you know what you're doing. That's a great tackle at right back. That little right hand going out, punching away. Great tackle with Paul Hart. Look at the right arm stretching out here. Just enough to put it through the legs.
He was so off balance too. Brought himself back wonderfully well. Sutton holds up. Leave it forward. Bellamy felt he was checked. Miller flicks on. Gets it again. Lee Miller goes for the spectacular. And when you're trailing in the Scottish Cup semi-final, why not?
He's got a right to do that because, you know, he has scored spectacular goals this season already. You know, and it's dipping all the way there. It's got a swerve in it, but just too high.
Sunday afternoon chance.
Yeah. Actually, Martin made a great run up the line there just a moment ago there. He made some space. Now, just as Craig Bellamy was checked, and I think he was understandably furious.
He kept his feet too. There's one by Kisus. They won the header. And Celtic have half a dozen men forward. Craig Bellamy taking on McAllister. And then Wallace came back. Celtic in the corner. And I'd be quite happy to spend the time down there.
Yeah, Martin O'Neill was suggesting to his players, don't go too far forward, don't let too many go forward, and Celtic got to take this corner kick here, won by Craig Bellamy. Celtic have the 4 back against 1. There'll still be a danger from this.
Taken short, Alan Thompson. Little chip ball, Vargas stayed forward. Leonard came in from Winus. Lennon lays it off. McGiddy. Lee Wallace will attack for Hearts and wins the ball. Pushes it out wide. Here's Burchill. Burchill tried to return it. And John Robertson just yelling at Mark Burchill just to hold on there. And John Robertson looks on. He taking a bit of Cali Thistle to come the semi-finals. And this is second as manager of Hearts. Just over a minute of additional time to be played here at Hampden. Celtic on the verge of facing Dundee United. Clever play from Chris Sutton.
Just wonder if the Hearts fans will be thinking Cisneros should have been on from the start of the game, really, because he's changed again since he's come on. He's been fantastic in this half, and he just hasn't had enough of the ball to create any more chances than the goal he's scored.
All time ticking away for Hearts. Just seconds remain. The boos come from the Celtic fans. Stuart Dougal looks at his watch. Hearts simply can't get out their own half. Presley inviting McAllister to thump the ball forward, but referee Stuart Dougal says that is it. Celtic have succeeded, as Dundee United did yesterday, and the Scottish Cup final on the 28th of May will feature the holders Celtic against the challengers Dundee United. Chris Sutton opened the scoring after 2 minutes. Craig Bellamy then got a second for Celtic after 49. They were in control. It took something special to get Hearts back into the match. It came from Davidas Cisnauskas on the hour. But in the end, Pat, Celtic deserving of the win.
Yeah, over the piece, they certainly deserved it. And, you know, I thought they were wonderful in the first half. I really thought Celtic was one of the most controlled displays I've seen for a long, long time. Powerful, strong, and Martin O'Neill had got the team out that he wanted to play, and he'd got them lifted the way he wanted them to lift. However, Hearts came back into it, but they've given themselves just too much to do.
It's an Edinburgh double in the Scottish Cup semi-finals. Both Edinburgh teams are out. Scottish Cup final will be between Dundee United and Celtic. It finished at Hampden. Hearts 1, Celtic 2.